Welcome to Blacksburg and Virginia Tech, the home of the Hokies. And don't forget, my son, it's time for Enter Sandman. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me as always, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Punt is on its way. And he muffs it. It's loose. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
Back to throw, it's Dampier. Going for a big play right off the bat. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down in the 40.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense. And I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a connection. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Ball sitting right at the 50-yard line, and they'll go for it on 4th and long. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Back, it's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Off play action. And he left that one short. Tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
just going to keep it after the snap. Turning it on. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Iowa State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Ames behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat, and it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
Trying the left side. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the fullback. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Give to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They boot it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll run the option. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And how about that play call on third and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on third and long.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jordan. Breaks into the open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They try to get it outside on the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Back to throw. It's Dampier. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback are smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Power football with the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Touchdown, USC! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. The Judicials prove they are battle-tested and ready for all challenges after pulling out a nice road win today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Using his feet. He's stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's going up top. Makes the grab down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Hokies will take over 1st and 10.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking for space. It's Hawkins. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they start, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
They'll try the run. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Dampier. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
First down for the offense.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take another shot here. Makes a grab on the shot. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He'll pull it down and run. Quarterback gets the first down. Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. And as he steps out of bounds, the third quarter has expired, and that is how we'll head to the fourth. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one.
Virginia Tech, 7.
So first down will open up the final period. This quarterback part of their running game. Got enough for the first down. Turns it on down the left side. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my toy. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what...
Oh, look out on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Coming out with it, it's Heath. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the move. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeper. Finds a little space. Flying out to the left. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is delivering an all-out assault offensively today, hanging points all over the Wild Blue yonder. They're up by 24 over the Judicials. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds space on the right. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football. Run the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the move, he fires. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Third down coming up.
The Hokies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Now on the move. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his tight end. And the Hokies pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Hokies with the 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Quarterback will keep it. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know,
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter. Guys are tired. They're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Here's the pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Dampier. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Into the house. Touchdown, USC.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Holloway. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Calls his own number. He's out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. A run for the quarterback. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. On the move. Running to Green. Got the first down and more. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He's in open space downfield. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected.